Are people actually paying for performance when they buy an expensive stand mixer like a KitchenAid, or just paying for weight? After what happened in this test, I'm honestly not convinced everyone needs a premium stand mixer. A couple of years ago, my 90-year-old grandma gave up her KitchenAid. Not because it stopped working, because she couldn't lift it anymore. She switched to a lightweight stand mixer like these and absolutely loved how much easier it was to use. That made me wonder, are these smaller, affordable mixers actually good enough for everyday baking? To find out, I made my mom's famous chocolate coconut oatmeal cookies in both the Electactic and the Samsaimo stand mixers using the exact same recipe. I'll put that recipe in the description, and if you're shopping for a mixer, I'll have affiliate links below for everything I tested. And if you enjoy honest side-by-side comparisons before spending your money, consider subscribing, because I've got a lot more mixer testing coming soon. Starting with the build quality, these are surprisingly similar. Both use tilt head designs, both stay planted on the counter with strong suction cups, and even though they're much lighter than a KitchenAid, neither one walked across the counter while mixing. I also really like the splash guards on both. But the Samsaimo guard completely covers the bowl, so ingredients are much less likely to escape. The Electactic splash guard works well too, but it leaves a larger opening. Where the Electactic fought back was convenience. It includes an extra pouring funnel that made it much easier to add ingredients while the mixer was running. The Samsaimo didn't have that feature, so I found myself stopping and lifting the head a little more often. The attachments also surprised me. The Samsaimo includes all metal attachments, and they say they can go in the dishwasher. The Electactic's attachment include plastic components, and the instructions don't specifically mention putting them in the dishwasher. So if easy cleanup is your priority, that's definitely something to consider. Performance is where I noticed the biggest difference. The Samsaimo's flat beater simply doesn't reach as close to the sides of the bowl. That meant I had to stop and scrape the bowl more frequently so everything mixed together evenly. The Electactic reached much closer to the bowl, which meant less stopping, less scraping, and a smoother mixing experience overall. But here's the part that surprised me. Both mixers had produced dough that baked into cookies every bit as good as what I'd expect from my KitchenAid. So for everyday cookie baking, both did very well. The difference wasn't whether they could do the job, it was how much effort they required while doing it. If you want the easier mixer experience, the Electactic was my favorite because I spent much less time scraping the bowl. If you value having components that can go in the dishwasher and the fully enclosed splash guard, the Samsaimo has some real advantages. Neither one replaced my KitchenAid completely yet, but both proved you don't necessarily need a heavy premium mixer to bake great cookies. If you're interested, I've linked both below, and subscribe if you want to see these go head-to-head with bread dough mixers and hand mixers before you decide which one's actually worth buying.